Hi, I'm Garrett. Welcome to the first ever Echo Studios podcast.
I'm Dan.
I'm Chris.
I'm Amy.
Oh.
Yeah,
Pretty sure we have another guy
That's
here.
Rob.
All right.
I think he was actually thinking that you're going to add the nod.
Oh, legit?
Oh.
That was a joke.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
10 out of
Oh,
10
God.
text.
Just add it in for pleasure.
It's crazy. This is gonna be like the first video on the channel.
I know, right?
This Friday. Yeah. That's gonna be that.
So what, is this going to be an hour?
Make sure to like and subscribe.
I don't know how long it's gonna be. Honestly, I have no idea. I'll be lucky if like we get maybe 2 views, because I know this isn't gonna be that popular until.
Everyone just go to the channel and spam it over and over.
Yeah.
Share it with your friends, please. We're
Yeah.
desperate.
So this is interesting. I was like talking about this. It's 2 days before the release of this podcast, which means that we're recording it 2 days before it comes out, which is probably stupid, but we decided to do that anyway. So for you guys, it's Friday the 24th. It's 8 p.m. if you're watching it as soon as it came out, which, let's be fucking honest.
Or whenever you want.
Nobody's going to be able to do that.
Some guy's just gonna be like scrolling through and just see this like this is like an accidental misclick.
Yeah.
He's like,
He starts
oops, I didn't mean to
laughing
do that.
off.
Yeah. I have
Or in
no.
case you're one of those Reddit people, I don't give a fuck if I'm assuming genders.
That's not Reddit. That's Tumblr. But
Or whatever.
Well,
cares?
now we know how much havoc gets around.
Well, it could be many.
now we know.
people.
Now we know how Chris views social media as a whole.
Bunch of crybabies.
Vandal, did you
Yeah.
try to say something?
God.
No, I was just kind of chilling.
Oh, I thought we were going by first name.
Yeah, we are going
No.
with your first name. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
This is
just called
okay.
me
Funny
food.
story. Funny story. I'm gonna tell it. So
God.
right now, I don't think the viewers know this yet because we haven't really said anything. We're writing a show. I'm gonna keep it at that. We're writing a show. We're at like the 7th episode of the first season, and where we all met over the internet for the most part, besides Garrett and I. Everybody else kind of just met over the internet, and we all had Xbox Live gamer tags, and we ended up shortening those gamer tags to mine was Glitch, Chris was Havoc, Amy was Wasp, Garrett was Spy Rig, which ended up being Rig, and Vandal is Vandal. So he's the only one that's like not cool with having a real name for some reason. So
It's just like massive on the internet. I'd wait a little while.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
think
respect
Bullied
that.
at school.
I also wouldn't give a fuck if kids at my school saw it. I'd be like, hey, more views.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a bright side.
One of the things
But
not
the
with-
reason it's so hard is because what we did up until we started the Discord server where we talk normally now was talk in party chats, and we'd always use call-outs like, Glitch, you're fucking on the left, you fucking idiot, stop getting us dead all the time. You're the reason, you're like half the reason we lose our games.
Stop feeding.
There was oh shit, Havoc went gerbil again, which is a funny story in itself. And so I mean, we've always referred to each other as our online handles, and I'm trying to switch that because we used our online handles for the names of our characters in the show, which was probably fucking retarded, but at the
Yeah,
same
in all honesty.
but at the same time I don't mind it.
It's okay.
Seal of approval.
I got a feeling at that point, Glitch is going to put the video of that guy that just says, okay, over Rob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the voice clip. And then obviously person who hasn't talked much throughout this whole thing has been Amy.
What?
Oh.
There we go.
Fuck.
So-
I was like, maybe she fell asleep or
So this is just
I was just,
basically gonna be
doing something on my phone real quick. I have a funny story.
Oh shit. All right.
Oh, fuck.
Let's hear the story.
So
Wait, is it
I was
sexual?
thinking-
Is it sexual in any
it's
way?
not sexual. No.
Okay. You gotta
Let's
be
try
careful.
and make this a
All right.
little family
grab the
friendly as
popcorn.
much as we can. Okay.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
we gotta keep the G rating.
We got to keep the G rating Dan
Our
Stubbs' toe.
fundings are gonna go down. James.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
All right, guys.
so
It's story time from Wasp.
okay, so guys, I was looking on Twitter one day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know about this until like I saw it. And there was this whole rap like a rap battle going against Wendy's and Burger Town, whatever you call that.
Burger King.
Town.
No, it's something called. It's a restaurant called Burger Town.
I've never heard.
And
I'm pretty sure I saw that in a video game once.
Yeah. Yeah, me
No,
too.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Was it?
I don't know. Maybe it was COD. I'm just saying.
Oh, found it. It was Wendy's and Wingstop,
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
and they had this whole rap battle, and everyone was just going off about it. And apparently, Papa John's gone to it but like,
Oh shit!
It's your boy.
It's your boy Papa John bringing in some of that Parmesan up in this bitch. I don't like Papa John's. As a matter of fact, I don't like most pizza, despite me being like the overly
person who
Italian
lives
person
in New York.
Yeah,
in the family. Well, I live in New York, and also being the overly Italian, the overly Italian motherfucker in the entire group, because my last name is it's Guido, which is an Italian slur, which is funny. It's pronounced Guido, but everybody up here says Guido, so I've just kind of accepted that at this point.
He's the guy who gets shot by Han Solo.
No, that's Guido.
God damn. That's why I love that we're all just like nerds in this group.
Yeah.
All right, but
Like, some of
continuing
the
on with my
nerdy as
story.
shit.
Oh, right. Yeah, you were telling a story.
Yeah, sorry.
I was looking at this and I'm like, why does someone make this? And then I just look at the raps and I start laughing my ass off.
What was one of them?
All right, hold on. Let me find it to the first one. It says from Wingstop to Wendy's to Wingstop, sit down, be humble. Then Wingstop says, been there, done that, bring something fresh, not frozen. Then it continues on, fresh, never frozen, 69, trying to cop that mixtape, better get in the line. Grabbed a couple of wings, now you're trying to fly, but nothing's getting him dipping like a frosty in a fry.
I just I'm gonna dunk you like a donut.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Flash that image on the screen real quick.
All right, that image is now on the
Post.
screen. Yeah,
Yeah.
It continues on to be.
That's me. Hi.
that's
Well,
Garrett.
yummy.
That's Garrett when he was a kid with the shirt. I'm gonna dunk you like a donut.
Oh my.
The stupid
God.
mug. My
And
stupid
then
mug.
and then it continues on to be like a frosty and fry, girl, bye. Wingstop bring the flavor all to the cravers. It is now and save you for later.
I just got one question. Me personally, I don't know what the fuck Wingstop is, and so I don't think they're very.
Is it like a GameStop but with like chicken wings?
Apparently,
Games.
it's a major wing competitor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard
well,
about it in commercials, but I'm like,
The number one
here
competition.
in Idaho, I don't see that shit.
Yeah.
Then it
Like-
continues. Then it continues on to like the please. They just now years later, adding up our wins on a calculator. You're like a laughless clown or a king that's throneless. Let me get those wings boneless.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Oh
All
God.
right. No more. It's
Continue.
cringy.
We don't want to
Yeah.
get copyrighted.
No, it's cringy. It's cringy
And then-
shit. No,
then
stop.
it-
Stop.
Stop.
I'm not gonna say it. Freaking. It ends with Wendy's just saying something.
Okay.
That's one thing you all need
Well-
to know about Dan. He gets triggered easily.
Yeah.
Look who's
really.
talking.
I think
What you talking about?
Bulldog
I don't get
looking
triggered
ass.
easily.
play some lines of freaking him on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Hey, if you teabag me on Xbox, your ass is
I
getting
think the most triggered I've ever got in front of you guys was the Time Warner Cable rant.
Oh yeah. Okay. Story time.
Yeah, that's the
Story
Warner
time.
cable rant.
Story time from
Okay.
Garrett.
All right. So, all the popular, I guess, shoot 'em up, RPG kind of thing. The Division, best game of all time. Not really, but
People get triggered.
I was playing a normal game. we were all in Discord, hanging out, and Glitch joins. We haven't seen his ugly mug in several months because at that point he was basically like an oasis in the desert. We only really saw him for like a brief moment, and then he never really existed in the first place.
He was
Yeah.
a mirage.
Yeah, he was a mirage.
You guys are talking about me like I'm a goddamn legend, and I like it.
An urban legend. He never
He was
existed.
an urban legend. We didn't believe he existed until he joined us and was like,
So
oh my
he really wanted to play with us. He wholeheartedly wanted to play with us. But the internet company, Time Warner Cable, his internet provider was basically...
Hold on.
Yes.
I don't mean to. I'm sorry for interrupting, but
No, go ahead.
I'm worried. Will we get sued for like saying any names? Or is
No.
it okay?
We're allowed to do that. We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
CenturyLink.
Okay, I thought we were just gonna get like financially fucked.
Just
and we wouldn't
bleep it
even
out.
get
Just bleep it
this
out.
No,
project
we're good.
off
We're
the
good.
ground.
No,
I'm wondering.
it's free use. We're good. We're not making profit off of using their name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a sponsorship or anything.
Continue, Garrett.
So he gets all upset. He's just complaining. It goes from complaining to just being flat out pissed. And he gets to the point where he's just let me just imitate a noise.
Yeah.
He was Hulk level angry.
Yeah,
But
I was.
there were these points during his anger where there was a fleeting glimpse of hope that he found a way around it and just got shut down immediately.
Nope.
Where it was just, wait a minute, nope, never mind, can't do this, and that got him even more angry. And all the time, I'm playing this game, and I'm just hearing him in the background, what's the analogy that I can use?
One of the quotes I said was, "I would rather slam my ball sack in a metal closing door than have to deal with this fucking company."
Stick an iron rod.
Time Warner Cable, I'm saying this officially in the first video on the Echo Studios channel ever. Fuck you. I can't stand you. I can't believe you did that shit to me.
No.
Here's my intellectual middle finger. Suck my dick. Thank you.
In recent news,
He's starting to get
company got sued.
what?
Calm down, my dude. It's
Dude,
okay. We're here.
We know how you kind of know how you feel. Not really, but kind of.
You watch
Not
watch
really.
this. Wait, watch this come back to bite me. December
What's
16th,
up?
when
Yeah,
Time Warner
Mo
Cable,
just-
when Time Warner Cable's net neutrality laws get lifted, and they're like, "Haha, guess what, motherfucker? Bam!"
Extra $30.
December 25th. Merry Christmas.
Wait, what are you talking through a goddamn water cooler?
we bring it out the bottles. So we're doing it on the bottles.
No, I have a giant vase here.
Can I get a?
Oh my god.
Pizza.
We got enemies on the northbound rooftop.
I might have to hit the mute button. I might have to do it.
Oh, okay, I'll put it down.
Don't make it.
The banhammer's been lifted.
No.
All right, who's next? Who's next on story time?
I'll put my boy Vandal up there.
I almost thought you were
You got a funny story?
You got a pre?
No Game Grumps references, damn it.
Oh my god. I'm
Vandal?
sorry.
It's alright if you don't got anything.
I got one. I can do it.
Of really, I have.
I have a really good one. It's about the time I saw my dad's nudes.
Take it over.
Oh god, no.
Listen, no. Okay, listen. Where did Amy go?
Well,
Oh,
shit.
well, shit. All right. Bye, Amy. Amy has left the chat. Rest in peace. What the fuck?
Oh,
All right.
Never forgotten.
All right. So here's the story about the time I saw my dad's nudes. So I was broke. I didn't have a phone, and my dad was getting a new phone, and he took the SIM card out of his phone and everything. I got a new SIM card. I had that phone for a very, very long time, and then I cracked the screen, right? and then I got water on it, and the SIM card inside just wouldn't work. So my dad was like, all right, use my SIM card to like make emergency calls or whatever for a little while. I put his SIM card in, and then he goes, oh, here's the SD card too, so that way you need the SD card. He didn't wipe the SD card. So I got the SD card in, and I remember I was trying to post something on, like, I think Instagram or something, and I was going through my photos, and then I saw a folder where it was just a bunch of old photos from my dad, and it was, like, photos of him and the family. Now, this is half my fault for even snooping in the first place, but it's half his fault for not clearing out the fucking images. So I went to that image folder, and I was looking through them, and I'm like, oh, wow, nice pictures of my family. Wow, a nice photo of my sister. Wow, a nice photo of my dad in front of the mirror. What the fuck's going on here? And so now I'm really confused, and I'm scared, okay? I'm really, really scared. And then I looked down. I didn't look down yet. I looked into his eyes in the mirror, and the look on his face was so, like, prideful. And at that moment, I didn't have to look down to know what this fucking photo was about. I looked at it, and I was like, in my head, I was like, fuck! It was terrible. And then my eyes just so happened to accidentally, quote unquote, look down. I will never forget. I will never forget. And it's so sad knowing that I know that.
Scars never heal.
No, man, this motherfucker's dick was down to his knee, and I was surprised. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Alright, can we put a quick cork on story time? Amy needs an invite back to the...
Oh yeah. Hold up. All right, Amy.
Commercial break.
Amy's back. You missed the story about how I found my dad's nude, so I guess you're gonna have to watch the podcast.
I'm betting that actually didn't happen.
No, it did. It did happen. It did.
Probably sitting there like,
Oh,
dude,
it was terrible.
Why didn't this travel through the family? You know, like. He looks down.
I immediately threw away the SIM card. I was like, "Fuck that."
All right,
Let's bleach his eyes.
All right, Chris. Vandal.
Vandal.
Got anything yet, my dude?
He's choking. Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That's right,
I
man.
don't talk much. I'm used to it. My character, and yeah, never mind.
Yeah, spoilers. Anybody see the new episode of Game of Thrones?
No, I don't watch Game of
I
Thrones.
don't watch it either.
You're gonna send Chris in a rage.
It's a
Fuck
porn.
Game of
I'm
Thrones.
watching the new episode.
I hate
Game of Thrones is nothing but a porn.
Amy.
Yeah,
What did you say?
I hate Game of Thrones.
Everybody seems to hate Game of Thrones, and then there's people that
I
really
have
like
a
Game of Thrones.
good idea for in the
Like
future.
my teacher, he's a fucking.
I have a
bad
good
little-
idea
likes it.
for in the future,
But
guys.
hey, he's pretty chill.
What?
What is
I
it?
have a good idea. So, are you ready to hear this?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't when we all meet up, and if we do meet up, and all this,
We will.
why don't we
Guaranteed.
do like I guess I don't know, what am I thinking of? Dungeons and Dragons.
Episode.
Yeah.
What
Like,
the fuck is that?
How do you not know what Dungeons and Dragons is?
Oh.
Oh my god, I'm done.
Never played it, but it sounds actually pretty dope.
D&D is very fun, indeed.
Okay.
It's amazing.
My friend Martin does it, but it's like every time he does it, he
I
drinks.
call Paladin every single time.
I threw my headphones down, Chris. I'm disappointed.
I mean, I
in
watched
you.
Stranger Things, and
We
it
need
had
to
shit on
end
there.
It's like a role play. It's a role play.
You know my game cycle. It's FPS and RTS, not that lame bullshit.
Oh. You just
I don't care
isolated
if I
our
trigger
viewers.
people in the comments. Those of you typing in the comments right now, go fuck yourselves.
Viewers, I apologize.
Who's typing in the comments right now?
Yeah.
Viewers,
Nobody's
Someone's
typing in
mom-
the comments.
Someone's mom
don't
would
look
have
at this.
to watch
Do
it.
this bull crap.
We're gonna have a LAN party.
Nobody does LAN parties.
Yeah, but we could bring it back.
And wait.
Bring it back, bring it back.
And we just hit the official 20-minute mark.
Sweet.
That's just 20 minutes? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, crazy,
Hold
right?
on.
Damn, time flies when you're fucking.
Man,
Oh,
time flies when you're fucking retarded.
Oh my.
What's next?
Keep it PC.
What's next? My chronic fear of hamsters.
Yeah, yes, please.
Oh wait, no. Oh, that was a joke.
Oh, it was?
Oh.
No, I do have. Oh, okay. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. How do I explain this? So, if you've ever heard of a place called Pet Kingdom, I think because I live in a Florida region, the state at the very
I know
bottom of the
exactly
U.S.
where you're talking about, too. I know the
Okay.
exact one. It's by the Burlington and Co., isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
By the Italian ice place.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Italian. Yeah. Okay. What is that? All right. So, me as being a small child around the age of 6 or 7, as kids do, we like to touch and grab all the animals. Probably some of
And
you
old
collected
man
animals.
dicks.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Okay, so
I had a bad
They just
childhood.
they just happen to have this little pit area divided. One section has small hamsters, one has larger hamsters, and the other has gerbils in it, not unlike Havoc. But
Bitch.
I decided to go for the middle area with the larger size hamsters. And I'm, playing with them and picking them up. And then this one big gray fat one, I pick him up and I grab him the wrong way or something. And I feel this pain, this just wrenching pain in my pinky finger. And I dropped it, and his buck tooth, that long tooth in the front, curved underneath my skin, and basically my flesh was hanging out.
Fuck.
Oh.
Oh.
I would
So
punt
I-
that fucker like a football.
I kind of just plopped him back in the case.
Did you say you would slap that motherfucker like a football?
No, I said I would punt.
Oh, fun.
It really hurt, and the
Cue
guy,
the NFL music.
the staff member next to me just kind of looked at me like, "Oh, wait a minute." So they didn't really have any medical supplies on hand because it's a pet store. So he kind of got me this Power Rangers Band-Aid from
What the fuck? Pet store
local-
doesn't have medical supplies on
It
stand.
wasn't. No,
They have
like,
to know
he
that
didn't have-
somebody's gonna fuck with the animals.
No, you can't put gauze around a pinky finger, man.
Oh.
His pinky finger is so small as a child. So he's like, grab this Power Rangers Band-Aid from this little box on the counter, handed it to me and said, "Go wash your finger off in the bathroom." And there's me just in shock, just not knowing what to do, holding my flesh to my pinky finger, just like in awe of what just happened.
Ma.
It's not the fact
Okay.
that it hurt, it's just the fact that my flesh was hanging
Oh.
out.
Yeah, it's probably traumatizing.
I still have the scar. It's like this little white semicircle on my finger.
Oh, speaking of scars.
Oh.
All right, so
Story time.
I've got some scars on my shins, like my
Why do I
legs.
got these scars?
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up. You said it like a gay joker, like, ha, oh, by the way, you want to know how I got these scars? It's a really funny story.
Oh my God.
I was experimenting the other day with the whips and the chains and all, and he hit me a little too hard.
Okay, let's not go to the realm of BDSM, alright?
All right.
That's where you go trigger all the other.
What was I saying? Oh, my scars on my legs. So do you remember? I don't know if I can say his name. Fuck it. Do you remember Bogar?
Yeah, I remember Bo.
Okay. So I was at his grandma's house actually. Don't ask why, but we were at his grandma's house. There was a 4th of July party. That was it. And
Yeah.
I was running around. We were playing tag, and she lives on a farm. And I didn't realize that there was these things called barbed wire fences.
Oh.
Oh.
And so I'm running around in the dark. I'm getting chased. And I don't remember vividly what it was, but I remember the thought in my mind was, I can't let this motherfucker get me. Word for word. That was in my head. And keep in mind, I was maybe like 13 at the time. No, not even 13. 13, that was when I moved. I was maybe like 11. I was 11. And I was running, and I hit the barbed wire, and I didn't feel anything at first. It was just kind of a and I was like, ow, okay, that was weird. So I fell down, and then I started walking, and I felt pains every single time I took a step. But my dumbass didn't put 2 and 2 together and say, my legs are probably fucked up. So I just kept walking inside. I was wearing jeans, by the way, so I thought I was okay. And I walk inside, and my mom's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, can you look at my legs? Because I think I actually got really messed up. And I remember the horror when she brought me into the bathroom, and my parents came down, and there was just blood all over my shins. Like, there were marks of blood. And I was like, oh, my God, this is terrible. I was flipping out.
That kind of, like, yeah, dude, that's just sucks. Barbed wire sucks.
Yeah,
in general.
I have a scar that I would like to tell about.
Oh, boy.
So when I was little, I used to like be in a wagon all the time.
Yeah.
And I used to let my dog like pull me around like I was a princess.
All right.
So I had the leash in my hand, and I wasn't expecting this. My dog turns all the way around, like something, and the leash goes on my throat, and I'm like, all right, that's not so bad. But the leash starts to go against my throat.
Oh, fuck. I don't want to. That made me cringe. That actually made me cringe in pain.
Well,
yeah.
I listen to your stories. I listen to your stories.
God damn it, you're right. All right.
Yeah, we gotta.
And it pulled against my throat like for a couple of minutes, and it stops, and I'm like, all right, but then it starts the swelling pain, and I just grab my throat for a minute, and I just let go of the leash, and I'm like, this hurts so bad. And I look down, and there's orange skin that looks like it's been crinkled, stabbed, and almost.
Oh, fuck!
You got rug burn on your throat?
Such a vivid.
Yeah.
Very descriptive, are you, Hoss?
Yeah.
And
all right. Well, I actually have a story that combines.
Let us finish.
I put the dog up. I go inside, and I'm like, "Does this look bad to you?" To one of my parents, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, how did you get this?" And I'm like, I was doing the wagon thing, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta get you somewhere."
Oh my God.
That's what happened.
That's fucking wow.
All right.
All right, Chris's turn.
I have a story that combines Amy's and Dan's in a really fucked up way.
Wait.
All right.
So it's barbed wire to the throat.
Oh God.
Along those lines, but
what?
So there's this little like figure 8 track that we have in this area at my house.
Yeah.
I was riding my quad around. My German Shepherd was running alongside me, but she sees a rabbit and bolts ahead of me. And there's this like little pit where we put all of our all the ashes from our burn barrels and broken TVs and shit in there. So my dog runs in front of me, and I had 2 choices, or 3 actually: run her over, turn into the pit and fuck up the quad, or turn into the barbed wire / electric fence.
Are you fucking kidding me? I would have wrecked the quad. I wouldn't. Oh my.
That's like one of those like a Mass Effect decision there.
So
I could get my brother to tell a story.
The renegade option being hit the barbed wire, the paragon being destroy the quad, and the very fucked up nobody expects it is killing your German Shepherd.
So me being a dumbass, I decided to risk my life and go into the fence. Take in mind the electric wire was on top and the barb was on the bottom.
God damn.
So I go through the fence, the electric catches me by the throat, and the barbed wire slashes up my arm and my leg.
God damn.
And my arm, just the scar was white. It just looked like a flesh white.
Oh.
A fleshlight?
But I had to
Shut up.
turn the quad back on and reverse. I felt my throat and I couldn't speak. That was how bad it was.
You're making me remind myself of one story my brother had.
A fleshlight?
Oh, shut up.
Don't you go there with the fleshlight thing.
Do you know what a fleshlight
Yes, I know.
is?
I know what that is.
I know you know. Chris, do you know?
Dude, it's a tool of a god, dude.
I don't know what it is, but I got a general feeling that it's bad.
How do you not know what a fleshlight is? You're a senior.
I live in the middle of buttfuck Egypt, asshole. You
Guys.
Okay, hold on.
Guys, no.
I'll explain
You-
in a kid-friendly way what a
Okay.
flashlight is.
How are you
No,
gonna
no.
do that?
No, okay.
It's no, Rob, please let me just do this.
Okay.
Bruh.
So
let me go.
a flashlight is a flashlight, and you take the flashlight part off, and you stick a I don't know what do you call it, prosthetic maybe, fake vaginal cord. not
What the
cord,
fuck?
Vaginal thing onto it, and it becomes a pleasure tool.
Pleasure, a device of pleasure.
Okay. On the real,
Oh yes, from Tolstoy's many books.
But-
on the real,
If you want me to explain it the big boy way, it's
No.
Good. I
No.
don't want to hear it the big
No.
boy way. I don't. I'm not a big boy.
Quiet.
I'm a little bitch.
I'm a big
It's-
kid now.
We're trying,
Flashlights. I'm a big kid now.
we're
Send
trying
it
to
back.
be advertiser friendly.
No,
Advertiser
fuck
friendly.
advertising
we're not
friendly.
going to be.
I'm not advertising.
Until the machinima releases, we need to be advertiser friendly at least.
Oh, we need to get that Head and Shoulders advertisement though.
Okay.
You want
All right, Vandal.
Let's. Okay, this is for the viewers. Let's have a little arts and crafts home experience.
Oh,
I
no.
hope.
Oh god.
Oh God! All right, everybody, I want to hear this.
You take a glove and
Alright.
2 sponges,
Oh, I know.
Get a cup.
I know where this is going.
and you you put the glove in between the 2 sponges. You put these into the cup and the band around the rubber glove. You wrap around the cup, and whammo!
Homemade
yourself a little-
flashlight.
Oh,
Redneck science with Rob.
Hold on,
No. We aren't doing that shit.
guys. I have a question.
Yeah,
Do you wanna
that's
hear
Is
this
that what y'all do for
crap
fun
show.
out in fucking Idaho?
I don't know.
Do you want to hear this
no. We use
simple,
potatoes.
this little simple story?
I'm sorry, Amy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do you guys want to hear this simple little story, but very painful?
If it
But I-
involves simple disaster, no.
No, it's not. And
Okay.
it's something my brother went through. So, not like it wasn't long ago.
Is it anywhere near the amount of pain that I get when I walk into my room and stub my toe every single fucking time?
Yeah.
As I call it.
There's this time, me and my brother was trying to put in a window for me, and yes, he tried to put in a window by himself without my attention, and the glass decides to fall. It breaks. It doesn't get on him, but anywhere except one shard goes in to his dick.
Oh,
okay.
Oh God, he's got a glass penor, glass cock.
Oh my god! Hold on.
You know the glassing of
Wait,
tribute? This is the glassing of Noah's cock.
When I
Shut
get
up.
home,
All right, hold on,
I
Rob.
see
One.
him
Rob-
holding his
Rob, what
crotch,
is
and he's made it worse. It's gone in deeper into his balls, and I'm like, oh my god. Why did you do this without my
I
attention?
hope
He's
you're
like,
making
I'm a
that
big-
up.
I should
I'm
know
a
him to
big
do this
boy.
himself. So
All right,
yeah, I had to remove the glass shard.
that's
Okay,
that's
let's just
a
not-
terrible
let's-
image.
That's. I hope you brought him to the hospital to get.
He wasn't.
stitches.
He did go to the hospital.
Okay.
and got
All right, Rob, you were gonna say
He's got
something?
Oh yeah.
a
Sorry.
ball sack from it.
Things on.
Stitch sack.
When cock. Actually, there's a
repeat
teacher that
because you
works in my,
decided to cut out. Repeat that.
with the last name Glasscock, and it's funny shit. But he's like a big dude. This guy's so fucking thick. I swear to God. Like
The word "dude" and "thick" does not mix.
last year.
hey, Dan.
What?
Wanna know what Amy's story reminds me of?
What?
That one scene from 21 Jump Street where he gets his dick shut off.
I never saw 21 Jump Street.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah.
And you go off at me and not
That's
knowing what the
something.
fuck I'm
Okay,
doing.
that's something I'm gonna watch when we're all together. So I'm gonna save watching it until we all meet up, and then we're all
Oh
gonna
no
watch
no
I'll be
no!
sitting
Watch
there
it.
with a monster.
I want to watch it when we meet.
But what I was gonna say was, I think it was like last school year when I was a junior. No, it was the beginning of this year, my senior year. He fucking went to the lunchroom and everyone's just fucking eating lunch, and he fucking pulls up a little chair, those cheap ass school ones. Fucking, this guy sits in it and fucking breaks, and everyone's been joking about it, saying, "Yo." They someone took a picture of the chair and said, "God, I wish that were me."
Idaho,
I'm like,
the meme
oh,
factory.
Oh, we're
Big
5
guy.
minutes. We're 5 minutes away from 40 minutes, by the way.
What the
Jeez.
fuck?
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
Is there a time limit, or can we just
No,
go on like the
I mean-
Joe Rogan Experience? Check it out.
Okay, yeah, okay. Can I have a little intervention real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to just have a moment to talk to you about our Lord and Savior Hulk Hoagie, the god of all sandwiches.
Hey,
Alright,
Spyrick, do you want me to actually draw him?
Yeah,
Hulk
dude, Hulk Hoagie. Send
Oh
out
my
the
God.
glitch. Send out the glitch so we can just post it.
I
on
will.
this.
I will. But
Alright, yeah.
speaking of fucking like sandwiches and food, like drawings of them, that's what my friends used me for in school, because a lot of the kids at my school get like fucking fast food.
Yeah.
So we would take like their binders and shit and draw like shit on there, stupid shit. And I was like, dude, hand me their shit. And this guy's like the manager at Burger King. And so I like drew burger and shit, and I drew like the Burger King himself, and I said like, "Get back to work, you piece of shit." I was working on your fucking Honda, you piece of shit.
That's awesome.
We were just fucking around.
Get
But
back
yeah,
to
I could
work.
draw a mean fucking sandwich.
Get back
if you
to
want me
work.
Oh shit.
So,
Sorry.
What?
I got feelings to be quite a few people confused about what the fuck the gerbil joke is for
Okay.
my
So-
end.
It's when he gets all quiet.
Yeah, it's
You
when
know that
it's when Havoc takes the game a little bit too seriously and just shuts up
Yeah.
and
he's
just doesn't
quiet.
speak for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, and he fucks your shit up too. And he doesn't even give you an explanation. He just kills you.
So
Then you have,
basically,
you have super and ultra gerbil.
Yeah, we have you
so
have-
basically,
what's the
this gerbil thing started back in the golden days of Reach,
Ah, yes.
but
Oh, before
we were
it turned into
we
an
were-
edgy shit show.
in the process of setting up an
God, I
RP.
hope we don't lose viewers.
I'm sorry.
The one viewer that
Hey
we
guys,
had is just gone.
interrupting him. Maybe he'll go gerbil again. Maybe
Oh, fuck off.
Waiting all day to slip that one up. Shoot.
We were in the process of setting up for an RP, and everyone was taking too fucking long, so I was getting somewhat angry, so I started doing a routine of going inside of this area that was designated as my character's house. I would take the warthog, drive around a bit, stop, then just walk around and repeat.
Mm-hmm. So why the fuck did it get called gerbil?
And someone said,
Oh.
he's acting like a gerbil. He's going in a pad, go off, and start killing Borg.
Okay, I'm
Just
gonna have to tell you this
translate
now. And it's gonna be funny for you to hear in the podcast.
No.
Your mic decided to go, "How tiny a
Wingardium
I gotta hear
Leviosa.
this. I'm gonna watch the
Feed
podcast for that.
Yeah. I mean, it sounded like you were like you sounded like you were some like sentient AI that was
You were
getting
using your
deleted. No, please.
Well, yeah, it's like
Yo,
some
Prince
AI
Kid.
inside someone's head. I mean, come on,
Mm.
that would be stupid, right?
Oh, what? An AI controlling somebody from inside their head?
Yeah,
That shit
that-
would
that-
be
know
that's
how
fucking
it's been
stupid,
for
though.
5,000 years. You don't know how it's been to be that like this.
Sneak
Yeah.
peek at a character in the machinima.
Shut up.
Like,
Not that hard to figure out.
guy that
That's
goes-
some
Alright,
dumb
let's-
shit. Me and my friend, you know my friends Matt and Martin. Okay, they have roles in the show, but you know Matt and Martin. Whenever we're all together at my house or anybody else's house, we'll do this thing where we just start humming because Martin is borderline, like, he's hilarious, but he can be pretty stupid sometimes, and sometimes he'll just blank out and start humming whatever. Like one time he started humming the episode 1 Star Wars episode 1 battle theme when they were fighting Darth Maul. He just started going yeah. He just started and we couldn't stop laughing. So now whenever like something happens, instead of reacting normally like, oh shit, what the fuck, we'll go we'll do like some stupid hum, and it's probably really retarded to people who don't understand that, but I love it when you and your friends have a type of sense of humor that like nobody else has. Like, okay, here's a good example. We come up with scenarios all the time, like just random crazy ass out of the blue scenarios. One of them, okay, so we have a media teacher. I'm not gonna say his full name, so I'm gonna call him Mr. K. And Matt, Martin, and I go in after school, and sometimes we'll talk to him, and whatever. And we just come up with random ass scenarios, like what if you walked in one day and Mr. K was naked, bent over, beating his fucking dick, or something like along those lines. What if he was fucking a dildo, and then he saw that we entered, and he was like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I'll be just a minute, and he tried to like make up an excuse about it. We go really in depth with those scenarios, and they get to the point where they're so funny they just make no sense. I don't know.
Well then.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we know where glitch psychology lies. That's Chris and Glitch down. So who's next?
No, Chris and Glitch refuses to say my name.
Oh yeah, God.
Chris and Dan.
I'm not my character, asshole.
Sorry.
Well, like I mentioned at the beginning, right? So
I have short-term memory loss.
My name my gamer tag isn't mentioned in the shit I'm
enemy loss.
Or damn. Fuck, now I'm doing it. God damn it.
Shut up.
Garrett.
Listen,
Chris.
Listen, Chris.
Or should I call you by your real name?
Dan, we need to do this.
Oh no.
Do what?
What? What do we need to do? Each other.
Podcast.
No.
We're family. That's called incest. We don't do that.
No.
That's
No,
illegal.
I would regard. I don't want to get too deep on the podcast, but I would regard you guys as family. You guys are probably the closest friends I've had.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well, yeah, you listed us as best friends over real people
Yeah.
Listen,
that you haven't met yet.
guys.
No, sometimes real people can be assholes.
If I kiss
Yeah, real people.
If you
anything,
if what?
Wait,
nothing.
wait, I heard the
repeat
word
that
kiss.
fucking sentence now.
All right, let's just leave it there.
Hold on.
Saying, like,
Everybody be quiet! Amy!
I was saying, like, if we do meet up, and if I come, at least come to the Echo Studios place, and if I kiss you, that's just
Me?
because I'm going to be in France.
Very interesting.
So I'm gonna do that weird little thing where you kiss on the cheek like twice.
Oh, okay, fuck it. I was very excited.
When our
for a moment.
Kiss your
when our
homies
little
goodnight.
company takes off,
I'm a bromosexual.
Okay,
What would you prefer? Hope you could get
I'd rather Garrett kiss me on the lips than.
Okay, I'm gone.
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Okay, speaking of okay. I have a
You know,
really
what's sad?
well
What's sad is that sentence right there is gonna come back to fuck me at a panel. At a panel, at a panel. If we ever make it to a panel, I hope to God we make it to a panel. If we
Just
ever
like
do,
in-
I'm gonna
No,
be sitting
hold on.
there at a panel someday, and somebody's going to walk up and go, "Hey, remember the first podcast on the Echo Studios channel where you said you would rather kiss Garrett? Let's see it."
Do it.
No,
Just-
hold on. Imagine if one person gets a bunch of our fans to sign a petition so you can kiss Garrett.
I would not listen to
Oh.
it. Petition isn't
Hey, it
required
isn't
by
homo
law.
if you're doing it via promo.
He's got
Yeah,
a point,
dude,
though.
I'm bromosexual, to
I'm
be honest.
bromosexual.
But
Yeah, it's
Glitch,
fucking,
Dan, fuck.
as we say here in the West, homosexual.
What? Yeah, what?
Hom-
What, Chris?
Well-
Homosexual. Chris,
Oh,
Chris,
that's
wait, Chris, what did you want?
So when our company takes off, you're gonna forget
If.
that Wasp said that,
And just out of the blue.
This is you. You'll just be like, "I'm a friend with benefits."
Vandal, were you
Alright.
trying to say something earlier?
Oh no, I was gonna. So speaking about the whole kiss your homies goodnight,
Oh.
two of my friends, I'm not gonna say names, but they were hella pissed because one of them got drunk. Well, I think probably full. But anyways, they were drinking, and they were at a friend's house, and one of them's still up, but the other one's like asleep. And the joke is, you gotta kiss your homies goodnight, right? And one of them claims that the other came over and kissed him on the cheek and said, "You gotta kiss your homies goodnight," as like this other one, like this guy claiming that is fucking trying to sleep. Then the other one's like, "No, I would like to see if you're awake," and you got up and kissed me on the cheek and said, "Good night."
How is that even an argument?
Like, I'm like, dude, that's a fucking. Did you get this on video? And they're like, no. Like, then the point can't be proven. Anyways, it's not gay, and everyone's like, yeah, no, it's not gay.
Yeah.
Your friends good night. That's all.
No, it's not gay, dude. If I use my best friend who's a dude's back vagina, it's not gay. It's just his butt.
No.
Back.
My friend
gay.
had a.
Dude,
Well,
I can
one of
fuck
my
my friend. It's called friends with benefits. It's not
He's
gay.
a fucking asshole now. He ditched us.
really?
But he had a
There
stomach
he is.
I
What a
have a
dick.
friend like that.
with vagina.
I hate. There's always that friend that ditches the group and becomes an asshole.
Yeah.
Pinky.
So
Wait,
while
who?
we're on the topic of alcohol, do you guys see the picture I just posted of my bunk beds?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, we're seeing that right now.
I just flashed it on the screen.
Correlates around that. So my brother from my one brother's not that big of a joke.
Nice.
He's on the top bunk. My
Nice
oldest
mic
brother's on the
fuck.
bottom. Oh, fuck off. How much got cut off?
All of it.
All of it.
So my older brother is on top. My oldest is on the bottom bunk. So he tells my brother Matt, which most of you know, is sitting here playing. He tells him to go get a bucket because he was about to fucking throw up. But we couldn't find the puke bucket. We come back. My older brother is puking and the vomit's draining down. My oldest is just like, it's on me! There's puke on my arm!
That's funny as shit.
That's actually really disgusting.
Back here.
Look, yeah, you guys have like a bucket with like duct tape on it, like puke bucket.
No, it's like the little like pink tub that we have in my dad's bathroom.
What's up?
One of those hospital like tubs that you
Oh, those things. Oh, I'm well acquainted with that.
But we come back and it's just vomits pouring onto the bed, on my brother's arm, and onto the floor.
So this
Whoa.
is something that will make no sense to the context of your story. I'm not going off of anything. I just realized that it really fucking pisses me off is when your friends come over and they've never been over to your house and they're all like, "Yo, do you have a bathroom?"
No, we shit in the fucking
Honestly,
toilet.
though,
I shit in
No,
the
no, no.
fucking trash can.
honestly, like, you ever
I
take
have
a
an
shower at your
outhouse.
homie's house?
Trying to control the shower at your homie's house is like trying to decode fucking NSA encrypted files. That shit is impossible.
You just step in and like, what
No,
do you
you know what-
expect?
you
It's
wanna-
like a random roll. Roll for initiative.
So hold on, can I say this real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Story
Yeah.
about when we were me and my friends were trying to find a cabin to stay in the woods, and we asked the park ranger like, "Hey,"
in the woods.
like, we asked like this guy who's trying
No,
to
and
give us
IMAX.
the cabin. He's trying to give us the cabin, right?
In full
And we're like, "Hey, we've noticed that this doesn't have a bathroom." He's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Oh yeah, there's an outhouse in the front." And he's like,
It's pretty
"Hey,
Canadian.
everyone has to go." And my friend's like, "Wait, everyone has to go use that outhouse?" He's like, "Oh yeah." Everyone has to go use that outhouse. And I just think to myself, how much people are lining up to use that freaking outhouse?
So how many
that
people?
One outhouse. There's only one. In the whole
Oh, in the entire fucking camp?
There's a bear shit in the
there was
woods.
one. So, let me give you the situation, all right? There's 4 bathrooms.
Why the fuck
Can
did
I
you say that?
Only you
So,
bears
hold on.
can shit in the
Hold on.
woods.
All right. All right, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amy.
I'm sorry, we were talking about outhouses and woods, and I was like, there's a bear shit in the woods.
So,
It's such an asshole thing to say. Like if somebody asks, "Where's the bathroom?" and somebody looks over and goes, "There's a bear shit in the woods." So does you.
I'm sorry, that's like a nice thing up here, and I don't know.
Oh God.
all right.
Especially
So
in
let
the
me explain
mountains.
the situation to you. There's
Yeah.
4 bathrooms, 2 outhouses, 2 outhouses, 1 near the bigger cabins, 1 near the smaller cabins. Then you have the bathroom in the park ranger's office, and then you can do your business in the woods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which one would you rather do?
Business in the woods. I'm a Boy Scout. I'm a Boy Scout. It's kind of like nonchalant.
Guys, I'm not willing to do this little outhouse business thing, and
I got a big old floppy dick. I can. Just, it's not a big deal.
When I stay the night at the cabin, usually, I see like people lining up at the outhouse, like 12 to 13 people lining up at the outhouse. And on busy days, it's almost like 25 or 30.
That sucks.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Does a bear shit?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's just such a random thing to fucking say.
I've been like saying you'll probably see it when you're going through. The
So have you ever had
you
those
been-
moments?
I've been
Okay.
saying random shit
Okay.
throughout this whole fucking video.
Yeah.
There's a bear shit in the woods.
That
Okay.
just seems to be the first one I heard.
Okay, so have you ever had that moment where you just kind of look at someone or something and just kind of have this moment of realization that something's going on that it shouldn't be happening, or something really strange is happening?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm a Boy Scout. I go camping
Oh,
a lot. So in Florida, we have this one place called Camp Miles, and it's kind of this place where all the scouts come together. It's a family camp. It's also a scouting camp, and
Is it the
everyone's-
one like in the middle of that lake that we kayaked to?
yeah, no. It's
Oh,
nowhere near
alright.
that. All right, so we were kind of just there. Sometimes during challenges or like, competitions, they have this rope bridge set up, and your boy, being the rambunctious child that I was, decided to go onto it, and we have alligators in our lake,
Mhm.
in our lakes, I should say. We have a small lake and a big lake. So I'm going across this bridge, which goes across this kind of wide river that connects both. And I look down, and you just kind of have this moment where you realize that something's there, and it's looking back at you with the same reaction. There's an alligator there, and it's very good size too. I'd say it's about a juvenile, about 6 feet long, and it's just kind of looking up at me, and I'm looking down at it. And it's just this moment of people are saying, because this thing doesn't hang very far off the water. I'm saying that right now. It's maybe like 3 feet off the water. I'm saying that right now. So I'm looking this gator dead in the eyes, and it's looking back at me like I'm not supposed to be there, and he's not supposed to be there. And people are kind of yelling at me to get off the bridge or just stay still. And it's just kind of this moment where I propelled myself forward through the rope bridge and got to the other side, and the gator just swam underneath me.
That's scary.
I
I had the similar experience with a water moccasin once.
moccasins are just
Those motherfuckers are scary.
You know what is scary though? Pygmy rattlers.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so let's take a rattlesnake. You know your giant diamondback rattlesnakes.
Uh-huh.
Put
I
all
fucking
that
hate
death
those.
and destruction into something much, much, much smaller.
Okay.
That's what a pygmy rattlesnake is.
All right.
They are so small. They're like they can fit in the palm of your hand at like mech size.
Oh, that's wow.
but they are extremely venomous.
Scary. I don't like that.
And they're a rattlesnake too, which means they make a rattling sound when they feel threatened.
Amy, did you finish your story?
Science with Garrett.
About the outhouse, yeah, I finished it.
Oh, you did? Okay, because I thought Garrett and I just completely interrupted you. Also, Chris is gone. Oh my god, we've been doing it for an hour. It's 54 minutes. It might as well be an hour.
It's pretty good. If I do say so myself. Very nice. Ow, I just hit my nose. Ow.
Yeah, congratulations.
Well,
I have a snake snore.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Avi, I think that's enough talking from you. You just went full robot mode.
Okay.
Goddamn, where's the mic?
Echo Studios presents Sounds from Hell.
Okay, so let me explain this. So, my friend decides that she wants me to take care of a very, 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 very long snake. That's what kind of snake she owns.
Was it my dick?
Is it a trouser snake? I was about to say that.
No.
It wasn't my dick? Okay.
It was I don't think it's those very, very long snakes like prey.
A lot of similarities there.
Oh my
Shut up.
God.
Oh
Dan,
my god, dude.
I don't know their names, but it's like so I went to bed, right? And the next morning I wake up and I feel something wrapped around me during the night.
Oh.
And I look to my left and I see a snake head.
I would flip my shit. Actually,
I couldn't move. It gripped me tight. So tight I couldn't move. For like
That's where you say, yeah, yeet, and roll out of the fucking bed.
So
That's where you
my
get
only
the shotgun,
situation was
shoot the motherfucker in the head.
I had two ways to get out of this situation. Number one, I roll off the bed like you said, or number two, I bite the snake.
Don't bite the fucking
Being the
bite
idiot
the
I
snake.
was, I choose number three. Lick
Wait,
the
there was a-
snake.
What, the snake?
Lick the snake.
Okay, wait,
I
what?
question your intelligence
This
sometimes.
has just gotten very lewd.
I was trying to lick
That's
the
animal abuse.
I think
Yeah,
that
dude,
is
I'm-
violent.
And then I was like,
I'm gonna report
the
you after you
snake
send me
woke
the
up,
video.
and
Peter.
I thought I was licking the snake. I didn't realize this, but the snake was getting tighter around me. So I'm like,
Oh.
all right, that's not working. So I decided to do an option number 2 in 1. I roll off the bed and bite the snake at the same time.
How the okay.
No, I bite the snake first and then I roll off the bed, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And the snake gets off me, but I look at my it bit me apparently, and I couldn't feel it for like a second. I was like, there was this numbness, and then I looked down to my waist, and it's biting into my waist.
Oh fuck. So
Ugh.
what kind of snake was this?
You know those very long snakes?
The ball python is either a ball python or an anaconda. Ball pythons are most common in America because of buying and selling, and anacondas are just massive.
Well, she decided. I think it was not a python.
It was anaconda. It was
Yeah.
anaconda. So your anaconda
Yeah.
don't.
So did you
None.
did you run?
This
Did
snake-
you get to the hospital?
I didn't think they were poisonous at first, but then I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure, and I go to a hospital. Luckily, I wasn't affected by much.
Okay. That's good.
The snake bit into a organ though, so
Fucking
Yeah.
scary.
so they patched up the organs and they patched up me and they're like, all right, you're good to go. I go home. The snake is laying in my bed, and I have to
Throw
watch
that
this.
shit in a tank. Why the fuck?
I have
would
to
you-
watch because it's too long to be in a freaking tank. You see this thing? It's huge. It wrapped around-
That thing is ready for the slaughterhouse.
Yeah. Dude, I
Listen.
can't stand snakes. I can't stand.
Yeah, dude, I'm a
So-
reptile person.
No, I'm-
at heart.
Fuck
No, there's-
snakes.
I have to continue the story. I have to deal with this thing for 3 days.
Lock it in a room and just like toss a cat in there every.
Oh, for those of you wondering,
Okay, now we're talking about creatures.
Chris,
I'm a
Chris
reptile
went to
owner
bed or
myself.
something.
He's gone.
He went
yeeted.
offline.
He just
He left the Discord. He went offline and he was like, "Fuck that." So
Yeah. Rest in peace. Never forgotten.
So
Who?
I'm a reptile owner myself, but I've never found a snake that actually wrapped around me.
Fuck. Chair stuck.
I mean, I've had an alligator sleep with me before, but
Alligator's
What?
not that bad.
what?
Alligator's not that bad.
I call
To be honest.
bullshit on the alligator.
No,
What the
there's-
fuck are you doing down
are-
there in Texas?
Dude, you'd be surprised the kind of things that'll sleep with old man.
I can tell you all of the reptiles. No, what I mean is, I can tell you all the. I've owned.
Oh, we just hit the hour mark. Hey, we've done
wait.
it.
Chris is back.
Chris is back.
Chris is back.
Oh yeah, he is.
Hold on.
Hold up.
Like,
Hold up. Chris,
want-
what the fuck happened?
My Discord is.
Okay.
All right, that explains that. Welcome
You guys
back.
know what internet problems. It should have been no surprise.
Yeah.
You know I'm having troubles at home.
Beat. I got a new pair of Beats the other day. Beats
Shut
by who? Beats by Dad.
You guys don't know the troubles on the front line of internet troubles.
In the middle of nowhere,
Front lines.
the front lines, the scars, of Vietnam flashbacks.
Oh man. Oh shit. What
Fucking
time?
lag.
It's 12:48. I think I'm gonna call it a night because I'm starting to get
Get another book sleep.
Hold on.
Whoa, what's up?
Swear, you know what I'm drawing.
Oh, Hokogi, our Lord and Savior.
Yes, our Lord and Savior.
Dude, just draw Hokogi, and then when you get around to it, just have him being held up by our Lord, our second Lord and Savior, Harambe.
Nope, it's a
Harambe
dead.
memes are dead.
It's a dead ape. It's a dead
Never
meme.
forgotten.
You're dead.
The ape's dead.
We're all dead.
Just and then end it there. And the
Walt Disney
podcast
is
there.
Well, thank you for watching the Echo Studios podcast.
Yeah, see, or we're now suddenly mobster. Rah.
All right, everyone.
It's time to go. All right, good night, everybody.
Hokogi.
All right, we're ending the podcast here. Thank you guys for watching. If
Goodbye.
you watched it up until this point, and tune in next Friday for the next episode.
Second official podcast.
Second official podcast.
We're supposed to say something?
in the next podcast.
No, it's okay.
End it with that,
Think-
fucker.
End it with that fucker.
So violent. This is what we live in. Sick people.